All right, guys, you ready to get this thing started? All right, so everyone give it up for the big dog of Comedy Fight Club, sexual white chocolate, Mark Henely! What's going on, Comedy Fight Club? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Who here's ready for blood? You ready for blood?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Guys, this is Comedy Fight Club. This is one of the meanest shows around. People are gonna say some controversial things. Who here is their first? Hey man, shut the fuck up. Fuck up. I said we're going. I gave you the microphone to say you're ready for war and you looked all shy and now you're talking to him? What do you have to say to him? Nothing. What do you say we get this fucking going? I'm gonna preview the fights. Let's do it. First fight, Sam Buck versus Alan Fitzgerald. Two Boston brawlers. Guys, that's where the Revolutionary War started. Before it, Sam Buck said he could beat Alan Fitzgerald in a real fight. A real fist fight. Well, you know what? Tonight's not a real fist fight, baby. This is a war of words. I think Alan Fitzgerald is gonna take it tonight. Rebecca Kaplan versus Claire Alexander. Guys, this one's gonna be a bit of a cat fight. I don't know if you've heard this, both of them are women. Presumably, the winner gets to marry a man here, so let's figure out who it is. Beforehand, I asked the two of them together, who here's gonna win? They both said, we're both gonna win. And then asked them separately, and the answer was very different. Claire said she was going to win. Rebecca said, yes, we are real friends. And that's where we're at right now. I like the confidence of Claire, so I think Claire's gonna take this one tonight. JT Anderson versus Misha Han. Misha Han is one of the best comics around. Yeah. JT Anderson is one of the best photographers in comedy. Misha was quoted before this saying that this is gonna be like Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. If he can hang in, it's a win. But you know what? Logan Paul, who won the fight? I'm just so excited about all the violence that's gonna happen. Logan Paul could have knocked out Floyd, so let's see what happens tonight. But I gotta go with the easy money. I think Misha Han's gonna take this one. Brittany Cardwell versus Charlie Dawson. Charlie Dawson, one time I was here and he told somebody that he was coming out as gay. And later I talked to him and he said, actually, I changed my mind. That he's still bi after all. And that's a man that'll fucking do anything. I'm calling Charlie Dawson is gonna win this one tonight. In the main event, Tom Myers versus Andy Malafarina. Today is Andy's wife's birthday. It is his wife's birthday, and he is in the city to do one thing: collect Tom's scalp and bring it home to her. But I don't know if it's gonna be that easy. Tom Myers has been targeted by Cumtown. He has gotten all sorts of abuse, and he has taken it. Andy, you're gonna have to really bring the heat if you're gonna hurt this guy's feelings. He is battle tested. Here's how I see it going down. Tonight, is Tom gonna give Andy the beating that Nick Mullen deserves? Or is Andy gonna come down on Tom's face? I'm not gonna call it. I think it's too close to call. Let's see this go down tonight. Who's ready for Comedy Fight Club? Let's do it. Do it.
Please welcome your commissioner, Matt.
Tonight, egos will be wounded, feelings will be hurt, because we don't come here to make friends, we come here to fight! This is humiliation, this is brutality, anything goes, no holds barred. This is Comedy Fight Club! Thank you all for coming out tonight. Welcome to Comedy Fight Club. Coming to you not just tonight, this Sunday night, but from this point forward, we are back weekly, every Sunday night, right here in New York City. If you're watching or listening, come out to the live shows every Sunday in New York City. If you can't make it out, every Thursday night, we're streaming on YouTube. That's right, just like Bill Cosby, we're fucking back, baby. I am the official commissioner of Comedy Fight Club, the sleeveless wonder of the world, Matt Maran. And we are on Twitter and Instagram at Comedy Fight NYC, thanks to our social media hipster and cameraman. Give it up for Niko
I got weed for sale.
Now we're gonna go over the rules here at Comedy Fight Club. Each undercard battle is gonna be 1 round, 5 jokes tit for tat. Main event's gonna be a 3-round battle, 4 jokes per round. And the winners of these fights are gonna be determined by an amazing judges panel. Fight Club, give it up for our judges panel. Before I introduce people sitting to my left right now, sitting in front of me right now, from this point forward, each and every single one of you is Comedy Fight Club, because your applause is going to count for 1 vote in each of these fights, which means Fight Club, when I ask you to pick a winner, you will clap for 1 fighter and 1 fighter only, because we can't have 2 winners, which leads to the most important rule here at Comedy Fight Club.
No fucking pity claps!
No fucking pity claps! This is Comedy Fight Club. This is where sympathy comes to die. If someone's gonna lose up here, you will let them lose with dignity. Now let's meet our judges. Up first, he was one of the original Roast Masters battlers, had amazing, fantastic battles back at the stand, host of the Good, the Dad, and the Ugly podcast. Give it up for Patrick Schroeder. What's up, Patrick? How you doing tonight?
Excited, Matthew. It's great to be here.
Yeah, you judged a whole bunch of these before. What advice do you have to the fighters coming up on stage tonight? What can they do to get your vote?
If you have weed, I smoked some weed earlier. Just because I don't know a lot of people here. Also, I'm just back to stand-up after a year. If you're booking a show, I don't know who's booking shows now. I got a good 5 minutes, a good 10 minutes. I'm your man. Hit me up.
The very bribable Fight Club. Give it up for Patrick Schroeder. And up next, host of the Chloe Show, Fight Club. Give it up for Chloe Labranche.
Hello, happy to be here.
What's up, Chloe? How are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling good, man.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Can you be bribed with weed and being booked on someone's bar show? No one here runs a good show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bar shows. I'm sure some people still run train shows here. Patrick was just telling me about this whole fentanyl thing, so.
This whole fentanyl thing?
There's no fentanyl in the weed, though.
We don't know.
It's just in the cocaine. But if you got cocaine, I'll do some too. Why not?
Yeah. Hit us up.
That's dangerous stuff. It killed George Floyd. Chloe, what advice do you have to the fighters coming up on stage tonight?
Just be yourself.
Be yourself. Fight Club, give it up for Chloe Labranche. Up next, man on America's Got Talent, MTV's Wild and Out, Comedy Central Roast Battle, Fight Club, one of our favorites here. Give it up for Jacob Williams.
Hey, thank you. Good to be here.
Jacob, what's up? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I just got back from taping Wild Note, and I got coffee on set, and they're like, "What do you do here? Are you like a PA?" And so glad it's making an impression. But yeah. It's been pretty fun.
Nice to come here where you're a star and everyone recognizes you.
Definitely.
Jacob, what advice do you have? What can the fighters do on stage to get your vote tonight?
Honestly, I don't think it's really about who wins or loses. As long as you're having fun, then you're all winners to me. So.
Not exactly the same ethos I go for when I'm hosting, but Fight Club, give it up for Jacob Williams! And finally, another one of our favorites here. She used to work She used to work for BuzzFeed, now she's funny. Give it up for Lauren Leroux!
Hi, babe. How's it going?
What's up, Lauren? How are you doing tonight?
Doing very well. Good to be in a penthouse that I don't have to fuck to be in, man.
You're excited. What are you looking forward to most tonight? I know what you're looking most forward to tonight.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I'm only here because Steve Duca bought my son an Xbox, so. But I wish everyone the best. Cheers to you all.
Fight Club, one more time. Give it up for Lauren Leroux and all of our judges. Before we get this started, we have to introduce our amazing officials. You saw him earlier. Give it up first for the Big Dog Comedy Fight Club, Mark Henely. And we have the official spirit animal of Comedy Fight Club, the always hyped Justin Lanza. And our official goofball, give it up for Patrick Haggerty. And finally, maybe my favorite part of the show, it is our amazing DJ Fight Club. All you have, give it up right now for DJ Don't Believe Women. What do you say, Fight Club? Are you ready to see some fights tonight? No, I need more than that. I said, are you ready to see some fucking fights tonight? Let's get this started up. First, we have a battle of two comics from Boston. Not a lot of people in Boston call everyone faggots and retards. These are the two people they're talking about. You're gonna meet them right now. Introducing first, he's such a Boston retard, he thinks the Red Sox are what happens when a woman doesn't have a tampon on her period. Sam Buck! And his opponent looks like he washes his ass with his hand even when toilet paper is available. Alan Fitzgerald! Which one of you two wants to go first in this fight?
Oh, I don't care.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Sam's going first, Alan's going second. 5 jokes, tit for tat, Fight Club. You ready for your first fight of the night? 5 jokes starting with Sam. This fight starts now.
It is sad that we're here together because he was headlining the first show I was ever booked on. That's not part of the roast. He also went to rehab at the same time I went to college right next door. I didn't realize that till I was at that show and I recognized his face from peeking through my girlfriend's window.
Okay. So Sam Buck tells people he's not Jewish. Get a look at that face. Jewish. Yes. It's like, not only do you look Jewish, you look super Jewish. You look like a puppet Germans made to teach children the evils of Judaism.
First blood. I'm not Jewish, thank God. But it's was that the owner of this apartment?
Yeah, and no one believes you, by the way. Go ahead.
You breathe like 2 pugs orgasming. You're going to be killed in the internment camps too.
So, Sam Buck tells people he's not Jewish. I mean, but let's face facts. Even if you're not Jewish, Sam, God still cursed you with the banker goblin face, so you were at least cheap in a past life. We know that.
You just look and sound like a washed-up SpongeBob. I'm not gonna.
Does that count?
That did not count.
Yes, I think it did. Judges?
I'm just gonna keep going. Alan's mom didn't hold him much as a child. The only time she did was under the bathwater.
So, Sam...
Holy shit.
So, Sam, again, tells people he's not Jewish. His mom says he's not Jewish, but he's never been able to talk to his dad about it. You see, his dad left when he was too early to remember him, so he doesn't even remember his own father. He just remembers some tax attorney who used to fuck his mom all the time.
I'm glad you wrote that one down, didn't memorize it. Alan is actually very PC, if you could believe it. He once got mad at me for saying I sold weed to a trans girl. To be fair, he was just wearing the wig and he told me to keep it on the down low.
Jew! You really do look like the most Jewish person who ever lived. You're so Jewish. You look so Jewish. You're the only person on earth who would look less Jewish if you put a yarmulke on, because it would cover some of your Jewy hair.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Alan used to be an alcoholic. Yeah, he couldn't remember his jokes that way. Now he doesn't have an excuse.
You look like Seth Rogen's transgender son.
Boo. I'll do an ad-lib for that.
His name would be Super Bad Timing. Fight Club, give it up for Sam and Alan! I actually believe Sam's not Jewish because Jews are better joke writers. We'll go to you guys first. Fight Club. Clap if you think the winner of this fight is Alan Fitzgerald. Or is the winner of this fight Sam Buck? Crowd vote goes to Alan. We'll go to our judges. Patrick Schroeder, we'll start with you. What do you think of this opening fight?
First of all, I don't know who was talking. The human eclipse over here was blocking out. I just heard a gay voice and then a gayer voice talking to each other. So I don't know who to vote for. Actually, now that you've moved and I can see one of you looks much more Jewish than the other, it all makes sense now. So I'm gonna give it to my man Alan. Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, your puppet joke was pretty good. You had nothing funny to say. I think you misunderstand joke writing, and I don't mean that to be rude or funny. I mean that I would have pulled you aside after the show to talk to you. So I gotta go with my man Alan over here.
Another vote for Alan Fitzgerald. Chloe Labranche, what do you think?
So, all this Jew stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Long has assured me over and over again the Holocaust wasn't real. So, ominous. Okay, so I just feel
Chloe
like...
just wanted to brag she knows Ryan Long.
Yeah, I feel like you, Sam, you need all your money back from UCB. I felt like you took a lot of characters. I saw you try to throw some goofy ones in there. And I think the character you should really lean into is I think you should start drinking a lot to get through the rest of your comedy career. And Alan, I liked your commitment. You're going to need to stick with it. And yeah, I'm going to give it to Alan.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Another vote for Alan Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
The simultaneously motivational and demotivational Chloe Labranche. Jacob Williams.
Looking grim, Jew.
Yeah, this looks like a before picture and another before picture for like porn addiction or something. But yeah, this you both had some good stuff. But yeah, I think Alan did a little better, so I'll give it to Alan.
Another one for Alan. So Alan's got it wrapped up. But Lauren Leroux, your final thoughts on the fight?
Honestly, I think the large pube really pulled it out for me. However, Alan, thank you for answering the question, what would happen if we took Sam and we squished him down a little bit? Good job, both of you.
Fight Club, both great, but give it up for your winner, Alan Fitzgerald! What do you guys say, Fight Club? You ready for your next fight? We're gonna meet them now. Introducing first, she's so boring, paint watches her dry, Rebecca Kaplan! And her opponent, she once told me her biggest insecurities are her drinking, her weight, and her dating. So Fight Club, give it up for this fat drunk whore, Claire Alexander! Be 5 jokes, tit for tat. Which one of you two wants to go first?
Whatever you want, ladies. Okay.
Rebecca's going first, Claire's going second. Fight Club, I need all the energy you have. Are you ready for this fight? 5 jokes, starting with Rebecca. This fight starts now.
Claire tries really hard to make everyone feel welcome and invited at open mics. Shut the fuck up, Claire. This is comedy, not your vagina.
Honey, I can't remember the last time I went to an open mic. Rebecca and I are both huge sluts. I am because I like it, and she is because she's worried that this will be the last guy interested in her sexually.
I think Matt booked us both because he knows whichever one of us loses is gonna put out. But everyone's gonna be really disappointed if it's Claire.
Yeah, nobody likes a good time these days. I fuck a lot of comics, but Rebecca, and I mean a lot, but Rebecca looks like she fucks a lot of comics over by making rape accusations against them.
I'm gonna go easy on Claire. I don't want to make her cry. It'll be just like her high school abortion. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry. I don't actually think she had an abortion in high school. Her college nickname was Anal Claire.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it was. People don't What? I don't care. People don't even tell Rebecca she's pretty for a comedian. They don't even tell her she's pretty for a meth head. They just say she's pretty into trains and numbers.
Yeah, at least I graduated high school math, but I don't know. Claire had scoliosis. She wore a back brace to help her stand up straight, but I don't think it worked. She keeps getting down on her knees.
That's true. Let's see. A lot of people think Rebecca has a disability, but no, she just looks like that.
You can tell Claire is from Connecticut. You can't spell cunt without C and T.
What more do you want from me?
I may be from Connecticut, but at least I'm not from my mommy and daddy being brother and sister.
Fight Club, give it up for Rebecca and Claire! That was fun. I just didn't get the joke where you said Claire doesn't like math. She clearly loves pie. Fuck you, I like that joke. We're gonna go to our judges. Lauren Leroux, we'll start with you. What do you think of this fight?
Claire, you had me at trains. Very on board. I'm gonna give it to you for this one. Also, Matt, whichever one you don't fuck, I get the leftovers. Deal? All right, hell yeah.
One vote for Claire. Jacob Williams, what do you think?
This is really tough because the three of us look like we went to the same church camp or whatever. But yeah, I think you were both great. I think Rebecca started really strong and then Claire ended a little stronger, so I'll give it to Claire on this one.
Another vote for Claire. I've just been thinking this whole time about Jacob and Rebecca at the same party trying to make small talk in the corner. But we're gonna go to you guys now. It's 2-0 right now for Claire. Do you think the winner of this fight is Rebecca Kaplan? Or is the winner of this fight Claire Alexander? Crowd vote goes to Claire. Chloe Labranche, what do you think?
Wow. Okay, you two. You look like, to me, you look like a Merck pharmaceutical commercials for Plan A and Plan B. You're Plan A, relax, okay? You're the good one. You're the good one, Rebecca. I like your delivery, Rebecca. It's cute. I like it. Claire, I like that you own fucking comics, because if I did, I would tell no one. If I was raped by a comic, I would tell no one. If I was raped by every comic, I would tell no one.
That's what we call an angel, guys.
I mean, isn't that what we all do?
Yeah, like, you know, like Patrick, I let you have that one, you know? Not a bad time. No. And also, if you put it in the butt, you can still get pregnant. It's called the drip baby. Facts. Okay, I'm going to give it to Claire. But I love you, Rebecca. Great stuff.
Another vote for Claire. She's got it wrapped up. But Patrick Schroeder, final thoughts on the fight?
It's Claire and Rebecca?
Yes.
So Claire looks like the friend that Rebecca leaves behind when the popular girls give her a makeover. Like, you're the one who's like, you gotta keep it real, and you're like, no, they gave me a dress. But yeah, it was my favorite part was when we started and both of you were like being very sweet and deferring to the other to go first, and then just decided to call each other whores the entire time. It's my favorite part of the roast to see how nice people are, and then as soon as I start telling jokes, it's just like, yeah, you're a whore. But yeah, I would have gave it to Claire. Good stuff, both of you.
Another vote. Claire, clean sweep, Fight Club. Give it up for both of these fighters and your winner, Claire Alexander. Now we got 2 more undercard fights than our main event, Fight Club. You ready for your next fight? I need more than that, Fight Club. Are you ready for your next fight? Introducing first, it's the guy you all pretend to be friends with, so he'll take free headshots for you. Give it up for JT Anderson. And his opponent, proof that we shouldn't stop all Asian hate, it's Misha Han.
It still works every single time.
That's what happens when a long time ago someone says to me, you can pick my music for me. 5 jokes, tit for tat. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah, JT should go first because he should end on a laugh.
JT's going first.
That was funny. That was funny.
Misha's going second. Fight Club, one more time. Are you ready for this fight? 5 jokes, starting with JT. This fight starts now.
Misha's favorite comedy photographer isn't actually me. It's actually Photo Juice. Not because they're both Asian, but because Photo Juice isn't about to beat him in a roast battle. If you follow him on Instagram, you know that Misha loves to cook. Unlike his jokes, his steaks are always well done. I'm kidding. Everyone knows a good steak is cooked rare. You know rare, just like how often Misha gets booked.
Great, okay. That was a long way to go for maybe a laugh, but you know, I've seen your open mic clips and this is better already. So, I don't like that JT is recording this battle because it's 2021 and the last thing I need is footage of me murdering a black man.
First blood.
Misha doesn't have the best relationship with his mom. His version of stepmom porn is just having a mom that'll talk to him.
It's very sweet, okay? It works. JT looks like he listens to Kanye and jerks off to Caitlyn. Picture says 1,000 whatever. That worked well enough. Go.
All right. Misha's actually pretty fit, you know? Like, he works out from time to time. And by the way he trimmed his fat, you'd think he'd be a better joke writer.
What more do you want from me?
You know, we can just fuck. You don't have to roast battle me for this. JT is black, but he's culturally Caucasian. Yeah, he's into photography, biking, and posting his political opinions online. For somebody that hates gentrifiers, you sure act like one.
I play basketball.
Wow.
I play basketball with Misha. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty good. Misha's sex life is a lot like him playing basketball. He's used to scoring 2s and 3s.
I've seen. Okay. I like numbers. I've seen JT take dates to the Lantern. There's no joke here. I just want to know this is how he lives.
It's a good spot. Misha's really good at giving back massages, not because he's Asian, but that's as far as girls will let him go.
That hurt me so much, man.
Cool. He's actually from Hawaii, but LA is something he knows nothing about.
That was a layup. I don't care if you guys are having fun, because I am. Somebody once asked me, wait, what's JT short for? I'm pretty sure JT is short because God hates him.
Fight Club, give it up for JT and Misha Han! We're gonna go to our judges. Patrick, we'll start with you this time. What do you think of this fight?
Well, this is tough for me. This is the first battle where I know both of the people beforehand. So, I mean, this guy, he takes great pictures. Misha, I jerk off to your Instagram all the time. I'm gonna have to go with JT just because Misha's energy, a little bitchy. Like, it wasn't even the jokes, and it's like I just didn't. I haven't seen you in a year and a half. I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I really like this guy. So I gotta go with JT. But great job, guys.
One vote for JT. Chloe Labranche.
Okay, you touched a soft spot with me, Misha, in a bad way. Oh, ripping on dates at the Lantern? That's where me and Andrew Casertano went on our one and only date.
Oh!
I don't know if you remember when we made out at Comedy Fight Club, but it was fucking epic, and yeah, I'm pretty much it was a huge success. Anyways, yeah, so you're a bitch, right? But Patrick said bitchy. JT, I respected the fact that you actually wrote jokes. Yeah, like I don't even think I've used a punchline in 9 years, so you don't need to. Yeah, I mean, I got this body, but you know, Weinstein's in jail, so what's the point anymore? What's the fucking point? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna give it to you, JT. I gotta stop looking at this guy, it's weirding me out. JT, thank you for your art.
Another vote for JT. Fight Club, we're gonna go to you guys now. Do you think the winner of this fight is JT Anderson? Or is the winner of this fight Misha Han? Crowd vote goes to Misha. It's 2-1 right now. The bitchiness not deterring the crowd here tonight. Jacob Williams, what do you? Oh, Patrick, you have to say something.
I think that's because there's a lot of bitches in the crowd tonight, man. I look around this apartment right now and all I see is a lot of bitches.
Say it again, it was hilarious.
There's one thing I know, it's bitches. And this apartment... I'm sorry, can I get another White Claw, though? Thank you, brother.
Jacob Williams.
Oh, man. Yeah, this was great. Listening to this, it was kind of like a deleted first draft of Rush Hour 5 or something, the dialogue. But no, that's stupid. All right. No, this is... you both were great. I think, like, Misha's always great at telling jokes and everything. Also, JT, you're amazing at photography. But no, you both did well. I'm going to give it to Misha on this one.
2 votes for Misha, 2 votes for JT. It comes down to you, Lauren Leroux.
I'm shocked that it's over because I feel like it never started. Am I wrong? One of the jokes was you're good at basketball. Do we remember
That guy
that?
told me I was good at basketball.
No,
I won. It doesn't matter if
He
you
has
voted
a name,
for me.
and I
I
don't
will
remember
learn it one day. Okay.
All right, look. Photographer?
Yes.
Photography's gay. Misha. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Misha.
Winner of this fight because photography is gay, Misha Han! Now, Fight Club, we got one more undercard fight before our main event. I need all the energy you have. Are you ready for your final undercard fight of the night?
Chloe went to take a shit, though. Do we have to wait for her, or can we just... I mean, she's taking a gnarly dump in there.
Dalton, you want to fill in for one fight? Fight Club, give it up
yeah.
for our judge for this one fight, Dalton Pruitt! Loud Boys Podcast, Legion of Skanks. Dalton, what advice do you have for the one fight that you're impromptu judging right now?
You should quit comedy.
It's like Chloe's still here. You can hardly tell the difference.
It's fine.
Oh, hey,
Sorry, Chloe.
No, come on. Come on. Yeah, I've had sex. It's me, Chloe. I've fucked a lot. So much I have to go to therapy for it.
Get her ass.
Yeah, I will with my penis. Oh, all right. Hey, Matt, continue.
We're going to meet your competitors for this next fight. Introducing first, she has a job in science, which is weird because she's never had chemistry with a man. Brittany Cardwell!
Yeah, what's up?
Thanks, Matt. Are we standing this way this time?
And we're going to meet her opponent now. He looks like he still breastfeeds. Charlie Dawson!
Hi. Oh. It's a really good song. Can you play more? All right.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah, that's happens when someone gets to pick their own song here. I think I do a better job matching the song with the battler. It's gonna be 5 jokes, tit for tat. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
I can go first.
Charlie's going first. Brittany's going second. Chloe's back. We're gonna have an extra judge for the fight. Fuck it, extra judge.
Yeah, thank you.
5 jokes starting with Charlie. This fight starts now.
Brittany is 33. She's single and she has a college degree, which is the only bachelor she'll ever have in her life.
Charlie, thank you so much for coming. I know it's a school night. Charlie, you could play like a lot of roles, you know? Like you could play the bait or the predator on To Catch a Predator. You know, like you're like a hybrid of Pinocchio and any rapist.
I didn't get that one. Brittany's dad flew helicopters in the military for 20 years, which is as close as she'll ever get to having a successful pilot.
Thank you, Jan Mulaney. Charlie's a young little baby. I called Charlie's mom to get more info for the roast, and she was so confused. She's like, if Charlie's there, then who's this ugly ass chode sucking on my naked breast so hard right now? Who is this? That's what she said.
Can you guys pay attention? We're fighting. We're fighting. We're fighting.
It was Chloe's fault. I'm so sorry.
Chloe. All right, let's get back into it. Speaking of roast facts, Brittany sent me a list of facts about it. Her first fact was that when she was a kid, she had imaginary horses. And one time she actually saw one, but it turns out she was just looking in the mirror.
Get over here!
Charlie claims to be bisexual. Like, what? Just because you mouth your G.I. Joes every afternoon before your nap and then stick them in your asshole and then cry until you finally pass out? Like, no, you're not bi, you're 3. Dude, Charlie's only on Grindr because he thinks it's an app for smushing up his solid foods.
Hell yeah, dude. That was really good. Hell yeah, dude. It was fucking sick. That was like... Brittany's a pretty kinky person. She's really into small men riding her around a track.
Oh, wow. Dude, Charlie, so nice for you to be here taking a break from your evening bath. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Charlie's career path because first he dropped his dream of being a rapper. Then he dropped out of community college, okay? And then he dropped like a big ass, fat ass shit from his ass on the New York comedy scene by running a ass fuck park ass park mic. Dude, what are you doing?
You gotta get through it. You gotta get through it. You gotta push through till you get to the pot. You gotta get through it.
Thank you. That's how Charlie refers to sounding it out. You gotta get through it.
Hey, where the white women at?
All right, here's my last joke. Brittany's smile is a lot like the bottom of a school desk. Too much gum. Folks! Too much gum! Big mouth.
All right, we'll see how this one does. Charlie Dawson used to run a mic called Dawson's Creek. Yeah, he used to run a mic called Dawson's Creek, but you're so young you actually think Dawson's Creek is a body of water, when actually Dawson's Creek is what you call Charlie's cum-filled ass crack.
Cum-filled ass crack. Cum-filled ass crack. Cum-filled ass crack.
Fight Club, give it up for Charlie and Brittany! We're gonna go to our judges. Dalton, our latest judge added to the panel. We'll start with you. What did you think of this fight?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought these two contenders came in just swinging. For the wit that I saw tonight is it's akin to a great UFC battle. I will say
Dalton's just referencing things he's seen on Twitter in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. I will say, so here's what happened with you two. Charlie has great economy of language. You didn't have a lot of fat on your jokes, and I found them to be very pleasant. But
yeah, pleasant jokes.
But you seem nervous.
Oh yeah.
And Brittany doesn't seem nervous, but her jokes suck. It's like Brittany, you could easily win this because you're charming and you're attractive, and you might have sex with me. But you're saying too many words in your jokes. You're taking the longest road to get to the punchline.
What are you doing?
Oh! Honey, a man is talking. The floor will be yours at some point.
Dalton, you want to pick a one? Oh, yeah. Are you handing your vote to Lauren?
Charlie, because he's a man.
One vote for Charlie. Lauren, Leroux, we'll go to you. What do you think?
I think that Daria had it in the first half, but then when it got to horseplay, Charlie, you really grabbed me right here. So I'm gonna give it to you because you're a man.
Another vote for Charlie Dawson. Fight Club will go to you guys now. Do you think the winner of this fight is Brittany Cardwell? Or is the winner of this fight Charlie Dawson? Pretty close, just about down the middle. We have an odd amount of judges here now, so we'll just go to our judges. Jacob Williams, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, this was tough. Charlie told us to pay attention, and I wish I hadn't. Because, no, you both were great. I can't tell if it's just the light. It looks like you're wearing the same shirt, but should I like that you coordinated that? Or I'm just colorblind. That went nowhere. All right. I think you both had a lot of good stuff. This is tough because I played poker with Charlie. I feel like I've gotten to know him a little bit, which makes me want to root for him to fail. But no, I think you both had great stuff. But Charlie had clues a little stronger, so I'll give it to Charlie on this one.
Another vote for Charlie Dawson. Chloe Labranche, what do you think?
I did not enjoy it, Charlie, when you told us to listen.
You guys were talking though.
No, Dalton was coughing. I'm genuinely concerned for his well-being.
That's how he talks.
Listen. You listen now. Now you listen.
I just met him, and I think
he's a really good guy.
He's fine. He's nice.
Is this how he is all the time?
That's how he is all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. The past year has been
No.
great.
But a lady has the floor. Call back. I don't know, Charlie. For someone who's so sure of themselves, you are quite unsure of who you want to have sex with, a man or a woman. Clearly.
It's fluid. It's fluid.
So is Dawson's Creek, right? In your butthole. Call back. Okay. Charlie, you had good jokes. You know, we go way back. OG, dude.
Yeah.
We didn't have sex. He was in my play. Role play. No. I'm gonna vote for you just because I really want Dalton to get laid tonight.
Another vote for Charlie. So Charlie's got it wrapped up. But Patrick Schroeder.
No, that's for Brittany.
I voted for the girl.
I voted for Brittany.
What's that? I was voting for Brittany.
The girl, okay.
The girl. I think you said
Because I want Dalton to get
You
laid.
said the girl. I didn't know which one.
But you have sex with Dalton.
The very attractive lady.
I still don't know which one.
Oh yeah. Either one of you, honestly. You both have tight bodies.
Dalton, do you remember when we kissed?
Oh yeah, we did kiss at a comedy fight club.
At a comedy fight club.
Bet you won't kiss again.
Do it again. Oh my God.
Kiss his ass.
Of course I'll kiss Charlie.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Kiss.
I changed my vote to Charlie. I changed it to Charlie. Charlie, it's always been you.
Where are you gay?
I've lost count of the votes, so Patrick, whoever you say is going to be the winner. Let's see, who do you want to win? Brittany or Charlie?
Well, I didn't want to like Charlie because he's like confident bisexual, and I just don't like young people. It's too much. But Brittany, you sold yourself out. You told 2 jokes that you didn't really have a punchline for. They just sort of trailed off. And that's the difference. He had the horse jokes. If you could have matched the horse jokes, I would have gone with you because I do like you more. And you are naturally funnier, and I'm sure you're a much better comedian. But in this weird context where overconfident white men who are losers thrive, known as hey, from experience, like, you know, I'm not gonna bite the hand that feeds.
I hope I seem overconfident. I'm so scared.
Kiss.
Oh,
can we kiss?
Kiss.
No, I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit.
It's fluid.
But I understand.
No, it's fluid.
I live in Bushwick.
No, like it's
I've
fluid.
read the pamphlets. I get it.
All right.
But it's wrong. But I gotta go with Charlie. Those horse jokes really made me laugh. But both of you guys did a great job.
He may be going to hell, but he is the winner of this fight. Give it up for Charlie Dawson! Now we're going to hear from the spirit animal of Comedy Fight Club. It's party time. Fight Club, good up for Justin Lanza. Come on now. Get out of here. Yeah. Comedy Fight Club, how you guys doing? You guys feeling all right? Woo! It's been a long night. Let's recap some of the stuff you saw so far. Sam Buck versus Alan Fitzgerald. I think the funniest part of this fight was watching Alan have to turn by taking 2 steps to the left and 2 steps to the right every time someone was around him. And when Maran was to his left, he had to look over like, let me get this straight. Not Jew? Jew. Not Jew? Jew. All right. Rebecca Kaplan looks like she volunteers at the library to read books for underprivileged books. Yep. JT, if you're here roasting, how are we going to post a bunch of nonsense on our Instagram stories? I want to thank JT for making it look like we all didn't bomb. Oh, fuck. I want to thank JT for making it look like every comedian in here didn't bomb in Central Park at least once or twice this summer. Thank God photos don't have sound. Brittany Cardwell versus Charlie Dawson. I've never seen a stepmom video start this way. You dropped out of theater, you dropped out of college, and then you boobied your little pants, didn't you? Anyways, you guys ready for your main event of the evening? Please welcome back Mr. Matt Merritt. The spirit animal, Justin Lanza. And now, Fight Club, it is time for our main event of the evening. 2 of our favorites here at Fight Club. I am so excited for this main event. It's going to be a 3-round battle. We're going to do 4 jokes in each round. We'll go to our judges for feedback in between the rounds. We'll wait till the end of all 3 rounds to pick a winner. These are 2 of the best. They're in the main event here for you guys. Fight Club, one more time. Are you ready for this main event? We're going to meet your competitors now. Introducing first, he looks like if the Muppets had a gay Jehovah's Witness, Tom Myers.
No one said stop.
We're gonna meet his opponent now. He looks like he lives in a toll booth. Fight Club, give it up for Andy Malafarina!
Hell yeah.
Round one is going to be 4 jokes tit for tat. Which one of you guys wants to start off this main event?
I don't give a shit. I have to piss. Can we start?
Andy's going to go first. Tom's going second. Fight Club. One more time. 2 of the fucking best. You ready for this fight? 4 jokes tit for tat. This main event starts now.
Round 1.
Tom drove here all the way from Maryland, which is impressive because I believe Tom broke the record for most consecutive miles driven while retarded.
First blood.
Andy is willing to laugh at himself, which is a plus, as that means the total number of people who laugh at him is 1.
Damn, Tom, that joke stunk. Would you have a bong hit transplant? All right, okay, all right. I hate myself.
Bong hit transplant. Bong hit transplant. Bong hit transplant.
I get residuals every time they say that, so hey, keep it up.
Tom looks like Earthworm Jim if he sold used cars.
Andy's podcast is called Panties in the Mouth. He should just use a napkin like everyone else. The title is fitting. The title is fitting as he doesn't create comedy content, he leaves skid marks. If you owed at that one, you're gonna hate the rest of this shit.
They're probably gonna hate the rest of it, Tom. Tom says there's nothing off limits in his comedy. That's not true. The only thing off limits is punchlines.
Gotcha, bitch. There you go, one sound effect like that one. No, give it up for Andy Malafarina. He doesn't just do a podcast, or he doesn't just appear on Comedy Fight Club. You might have recognized him from failing his audition to storm the U.S. Capitol.
I don't know if you watched the news, Tom. We didn't fail. Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Tom, nah, that's not funny. Tom's bio on his website says Tom started as an improv performer in 1998 at the age of 25 years old. Wow. Or I'm sorry, only at the age of only 15 years old. That's what I meant to say. Wow. At 15, you were able to figure out the subtle art of making no one laugh. It was a long walk. That's on me.
Andy hails from Pennsylvania, much like Bill Cosby. There's a big difference between the two. One is a dangerous predator who should be kept away from women for their safety, and the other is Bill Cosby.
Fight Club, give it up for round 1 of your main event! Go to our judges. Patrick Schroeder, what do you think after round 1 of this main event?
Oh, fuck. My man Andy, is it? Right? Andy, he is so fucking funny, but I am infatuated with Tom. You have a clipboard, you brought a fucking coat. The way you sell your punchlines, I respect it so God. You remind me of everyone I met on the road in Florida. You are just like, you are like a little bit of home, and I love you. So I'm gonna vote for you because I don't think you're gonna get a lot of votes. And I want this to go all 3 rounds. So I got Tom the rest of the way. Don't even come to me.
Okay.
He's my guy. I'm good. For the rest of the time, I know who I like, and I'm not discounting you, but I love Tom.
Okay. Dalton Pruitt, what do you think after round 1?
Tom Myers all day. Look, Andy, I know you. I love you. You're incredible, buddy. Andy,
you're incredible. Tom.
You're incredible. But for now, back the fuck off, dude. You need, all right, because this is Tommy's time, Andy. This is Tom's night. I love Tom. I just love Tom.
I find Tom, because like, what Andy came into this. I'm not. Tom, do you want to kiss?
Kiss him.
You want to kiss Tom?
Just kiss him.
I don't get that drunk anymore.
Do you want the vote or not, Tom?
Well, let me say this. Andy came in as like a jovial comedian, like, oh, I've got my jokes. And Tom is just the most earnest. You're like the Captain America of comedy. You're a Boy Scout, dude. It's like, who gives a fuck whatever anyone else is doing? You're staying true to exactly who you are, which is a deeply, deeply autistic man. But I love it. Who here knows about Tom prior to coming to this? And how do you know about him? Is it Cumtown? It's Cumtown, right? And what do? They make fun of him. They ridicule him.
Why?
Of course they do.
Why?
Because they're jealous of what Tom is, which is pure. Tom is a pure soul. He's one of the most genuine, nicest, incredible people you'll ever meet. And he comes in tonight with jokes that maybe aren't that good, but it's so sweet that I just can't help but vote for him. So my vote goes to Tom, everyone.
Sorry, Brittany. I think we're going to fuck Tom more than you.
Wow.
Chloe Labranche.
I like that you opened with retard. Retard, you listening? Okay. That was a really nice birthday gift for you not being home to your wife. Yeah, you forgot about that? That was dark, huh? Okay. Pretty spooky. Yeah, I also, the Capitol, thank you for your service. No, I'm kidding. I love your clipboard, and your jokes are straight clipboard jokes. I gotta say. I love your outfit. You know who you remind me of? I can't remember that actor's name, the guy from Big Fat Liar.
The attention to detail that you have is just
Paul Giamatti.
It is just it is absolutely incredible.
Are you making fun of me? Because you had my vote until now. Okay, now Andy gets it.
Jacob Williams.
No, this was great. It was like two versions in the like a video about what happens if you do or don't stay in school. I feel like, I thought you both had. Cause I think Andy made me laugh a little more in the first round, so I'll give it to Andy on this one.
All right, Lauren Leroux, your final thoughts before we move on to round two.
I'm so excited to see more. Andy, the spirit of your wife's birthday is within you. And I'm really feeling the heat. Tom, hi. You're perfect. Keep going.
This is the weirdest fucking roast battle I've ever been to.
Tom, don't say anything. You're eating pussy if you don't say anything.
It's Andy for now, but Tom, work for it.
She sounds like my last date.
You shouldn't say anything.
Tom, I told you to shut up! You get pussy! I can't help it!
Do you, brother? Talk your shit, man. Don't let these people stop you.
We're going to move on to round two. Fight Club is going to be 4 jokes straight through. We're going to start with Tom this time. I need all the energy you have. Are you ready to continue this main event? 4 jokes straight through, starting with Tom. Round 2 starts now.
When Andy takes his wife for a night out, he treats her right. He makes reservations at a fancy restaurant. He holds open doors for her and even switches to mint-flavored chewing tobacco. When Andy was dating his wife, their form of protection was Andy not being on top. There's a lot of screaming when Andy makes love to his wife, not from either of them, but from her vagina yelling in terror.
One more.
I'm surprised Andy is married because the first time he ever got a woman wet was this past weekend, when he tied her to a turnstile at the 157th Street station just before Tropical Storm Elsa hit.
Andy Malafarina.
I listened to all of Tom's albums before doing this roast, and I gotta say, Tom doesn't let bombing for 60 minutes straight get in the way of a good comedy album. Some people would think it's insane to put out 3 albums with no laughter. But Tom will not allow the audience's reaction to his jokes to dictate if they're good or not. I didn't figure out a joke for this, but this was too insane not to bring up. His one album, most of it is panned to the left earphone. Tom, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I am a registered Democrat, so it does make sense.
Also, please turn your Twitter mentions back on. Cumtown fans are funny, dude. Oh yeah, and Tom looks like my cock if it never learned proper joke structure.
Fight Club, give it up for round 2 of this main event. We're gonna go 3 rounds either way, and we'll pick a winner after that. But Lauren Leroux, your feedback after round 2 of the main event.
This one really heated up. This was great. I really want to keep it going and see more, so I'm just gonna say Andy for now. But I feel like you're gonna keep bringing it, so keep it going.
All right, Jacob Williams, what do you think after round 2 of this fight?
Yeah, this was great. I feel like Andy looks like he's living off the grid somewhere, and Tom looks like Tom from MySpace if he had no friends or something. I don't know. All right. I don't know. I got nothing. No, you're both great. I do want to see a 3rd round, so I'll give it to Andy on this one, but Tom killed it this one.
All right, Chloe Labranche, your thoughts after round 2.
You know, I think if Drew Michael taught us anything, not everyone needs laughter to film a special. Yeah, I don't want there to be a 3rd round necessarily. I could just have one left ear or maybe none, that would be fine. But I'm gonna give it to Andy. I'm still mad at you. I'm still mad at you, Andy. But look at that. No, I don't know your name.
That's Andy.
See, fuck you. And he's so mean. Okay, Andy, you got my vote.
Oh, I have a microphone. All right.
Don't.
All right. So Andy, here's why you lose. Here's the reason you lost that round for me. So you said you've listened to all of Tom's albums. Is that correct?
It's like half correct.
Did you listen? How much of Tom's albums you listened to?
I listened to like half of Make America Nate Again.
Okay. And Tom, how much of Andy's comedy have you ever listened to?
Andy does comedy?
Exactly. Exactly, Tom. Andy, it sounds like Tom is taking up real estate in your head. And Tom doesn't even know who you are, dude. This is the elevator scene in Mad Men, all right? Tom is Don Draper, and you're whoever that fucking little kid is. That Don doesn't... We don't even know who you are, dude. Don doesn't know who that kid is. Tom doesn't know who you are, man. You listen to some of his comedy. I would never do that. Okay? I would never do that to myself. But you sat through it and said, "Oh, I'm gonna win this roast." Well, guess what, Andy? You're not. Tom is gonna win this roast. Tom. All right, there you go.
Patrick Schroeder, what do you think after round 2?
What's the vote total?
Well, we're going around 3 either way. We'll pick a winner after all 3 rounds.
Don't try to outsmart me with we're going around. I want to make sure we get to extra time. You know what I'm doing. I love the main events, but I always want to hear the jokes they didn't want to tell. So I'm getting us to the extra. Nobody cares. I guess I'm gonna go with Andy. This is like I feel like me and Dalton care so much more than the rest of the judges. Like I don't trust them. I don't trust them with the decision. I feel like only me and Dalton should have final say because we're much more engaged. I'm gonna give this round to Andy. Tom.
I didn't even know you were dating anyone.
Yes. Dalton, you're the one who not to kiss. You're chanting for yourself to kiss.
I'm gay.
Yeah. Well, for now, we'll go with Andy. But I'm saving the rest of my thoughts for round 3.
Right, we're gonna pick a winner at the end of this round. Fight Club, final round of this main event. Are you ready to wrap this up? You ready to find out who was the winner of this fight? 4 jokes, tit for tat. We're starting with Tom this time. Starting with Andy this time. Round 3 of this main event starts now.
Final round.
Tom dresses like a traveling salesman that only sells pre-cum.
Andy's beard reminds people of Bob Ross. The difference is Andy's happy accidents are when he comes early. But Andy is similar to Bob Ross in that people listen to him when they have trouble falling asleep.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You're goddamn right.
Tom, you rule. It's ironic they made fun of Tom so much on Cumtown because I don't know if you guys know this, but he was voted in high school most likely to get bullied by an autistic podcast.
Here's the thing, I did, and I want to know how the fuck you know about that.
I researched it, Tom.
Andy is a big guy. He once tried to trace his ancestry and found that his family tree is the same one the Keebler elves use to make cookies.
Tom brags he writes over 200 jokes a year, which is impressive until you hear the jokes. It's like if a woman had 200 miscarriages a year, she'd probably hit a point where she goes, "Oh, I should stop trying and give up."
Andy is from just outside Allentown, Pennsylvania, as if that area of the country hasn't already suffered enough. Ladies and gentlemen, please write your senators and congressmen and ask them to pass Biden's infrastructure plan, because that will not only bring back jobs to that area that support American families, but it will also make Andy quit comedy and get a real job that will actually make his family proud of him.
Tom's comedy career is a cross between The Truman Show and a Make-A-Wish Kid visit, but it's when John Cena showed up, instead of giving the kid a WWE belt, Cena just gave him worse cancer.
Oh my God! Some comedians list as their influences Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, or Richard Pryor. Andy's influence is the squeal like a pig scene in Deliverance. And one day he hopes to be more successful than John Voight and actually suck a toothless hillbilly's dick.
Fight Club, give it up for your...
Wait. Tom, did you just put the mic to your side like it was a sword? You guys missed that. When he finished the joke, he put the mic away like it was a sword. Like, fuck you, fat boy.
This would be an excellent time to plug the Comedy Fight Club's YouTube channel now.
They'd be watching it on YouTube.
Fight Club, if you're listening to the podcast right now, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Comedy Fight Club. See Tom put his microphone like a sword in his pocket. This isn't a good plug, is it? Whatever. Fight Club, give it up for your main event! We're gonna go to you guys first. Do you think the winner of this main event is Andy Malafarina? Or is the winner of this fight Tom Myers? Crowd vote goes to Tom. We'll go to our judges. We'll start with you, Patrick Schroeder. Who do you think won this fight?
Me and Dalton have decided to withhold our vote. We would like to see how the rest of the judges vote before we vote.
Okay, let's move down. Chloe Labranche, we'll go over to you. Who do you think won this fight?
I think, Patrick, you're out of control. Why are you blocking Andy? I can't see Andy. Thank you. Andy, how are you married? I get so confused. Well, there's so many married people who do Fight Club. It confuses me because I'm single. Anyways, moving on. Plug. I liked how you brought up the miscarriages. I'm worried. My family's pressuring me to freeze my eggs, so it's a conversation we had today, and got a lot of personal stuff going on right now. I'm upset. Things are fixing the lighting, and I don't know. I just really hope he texts me today. I don't know if I should keep this baby I have right now. Actually, I'm gonna defer my vote to Patrick. Actually.
All right, 3 judges down, no votes cast. Jacob Williams.
All right.
What do you say, Jacob?
This is tough. I don't really know either of you that well. I'd never met Tom before, although when I walked in, he told me his shoes he paid $300 for his shoes. That's all I know about, which I hadn't asked. He just brought it up.
But he's not even wearing shoes.
I know. They're getting stolen in the hallway. Anyway, no, I like that he's dressed like Gil from The Simpsons, though. But that didn't. All right. No. Okay. That's why I'm not roasting.
You're telling me there's something worth $300 outside the door right now.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Patrick's gonna steal your shoes in a moment. But no, I thought you both did really well. I'm gonna vote for Tom on this one.
2 votes for Tom. Lauren, Leroux, what do you say?
Okay, I feel like the only way we can decide this is pageant style. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask them both a question, okay? Andy, if you had a clipboard, what would you put on it?
If I had a clipboard, what would I put on it?
Mm-hmm.
My manifesto.
Okay. Tom, say the N-word.
Nikes.
The N-word's all over that clipboard, I gotta say. I just took a peek. Woo.
Tom.
You vote for Tom?
I vote for Tom.
All right, let's come down here to Patrick.
All right, so I'm speaking on behalf of Dalton and Chloe. We exercised 3 votes, all in favor of the guy who's not Tom over there. So what we have is an old-fashioned tie, folks. Looks like we're gonna have to hear one more joke. What do you say?
Fight Club, we are going to pick a winner in sudden death overtime! 1 joke apiece, starting with Tom. Overtime starts now.
Andy is from the same area of Pennsylvania as driver Michael Andretti, which is fitting as Andy looks like he sleeps in a race car bed. The difference is Andy's is already occupied by a small child.
God damn it. They're all bad. Like, why do you guys ever... Okay. We consumed Tom's comedy career like we consumed Bad Baby's fat underage tits. We know we shouldn't be doing this, we know it's wrong, but also this is the best case scenario for them, so we let it slide.
Fight Club, give it up for Tom and Andy! I don't think I've ever seen Patrick Schroeder as happy as when he does Fight Club and he makes the fight go to overtime and the battler is upset he's in overtime. Patrick, what do you think?
I think I'm gonna have to reserve my vote until all the other judges vote. I'd like to see where they're going with it.
Okay, we'll go down to Lauren Leroux. What did you think of this fight? This overtime.
Andy, that ruled, so you really slid home there. But really great shit, guys. That ruled, and you inspire me every day of my life. Thank you.
1 vote for Andy. Jacob Williams.
Yeah, I'm with Patrick. I kind of want to. I feel like I need more information. It was a very close battle, so I'm gonna give it to Tom to.
1 vote for Tom. 1 vote for Andy. Chloe Labranche.
All right, you guys are gonna like this. I want to give my vote to this guy. I love your hair, man. What is it? Who is it? Yes. Look at this hair. Look at him. Wave it. Go. Stand up. Take a bow. Come on. Who is it? What do you think?
1 vote for Tom, 1 vote for Andy, 1 vote for guy in the front row.
No, he gets to choose. He gets to vote.
Oh, you choose who you think won.
He gets to vote. Wow.
Okay. Another vote for Andy Malafarina. Dalton Pruitt.
All right, so 2 microphones. Okay. Andy, look at me.
No.
Here's why Tom won. So in the last round, the third round before this, I was gonna say, like, that round was a perfect example of how Tom just has no idea how to write a joke. He was just taking the longest road possible to get to such disappointing punchlines. And Andy, you had much better jokes in that round. You were tight. But then we come into this round, all right? We come into the sudden death, and here's what happens. Andy, you just don't care, man. You just don't care, because you weren't even ready to tell your joke. Tom, Johnny on the spot over here. He had his joke at the ready. And even though overall he's a much worse comedian than you are, I think he did better in this roast because he cares more and he wants this and he was prepared, and you don't care because you're better at comedy than he is. So my vote goes to Tom.
So that's 2 votes for Tom, 2 votes for Andy. Fitting Patrick, it comes to you to break this tie.
Isn't the audience gonna vote?
I'm not letting you send it to double overtime, so no.
That really spoils my plans. Aren't you at least a little bit interested with how bad Andy's first overtime joke was? Don't you want to hear what he would go with for a second one a little bit? Maybe we should let the audience decide if we go to the second. Also, I noticed he switched from alcohol to water, so I feel like in a war of attrition, Tom can outlast him. Yeah, audience, one more
Fight
joke.
Club.
What do you say, guys?
Fight Club, do you want to see one more joke?
Yeah! Double overtime!
We're going to double overtime!
This is so cool.
1 joke apiece. We're not doing another overtime after this. Starting with Andy this time. Fight Club, double overtime starts now.
In Tom's bio on his website, he includes that in high school he did community theater. And I wasn't sure if that was like weird to include, like in your bio. So I double checked Bill Burr's website, and he included accomplishments. Yeah, that's why I didn't fucking tell it earlier. That's why I picked the good ones.
Andy looks like he got an erection when Wendy's came out with the son of the Baconator. In fact, you know what? That was the setup, but fuck it. I'm ending it there.
Finish it. Finish it. They liked it so much. Let them hear the whole thing. No.
I kind of want to hear what the punchline is.
Punchline!
Punchline!
Punchline! I'm not the only one bombing in this fucking round.
Oh, God.
In fact, Andy felt really guilty about enjoying it because he thought he'd get offered a free membership to NAMBLA.
What a stud.
Already have one, you dumb fuck.
The
So
pain
happy.
on Dalton's face
So
right
happy.
now.
I'm so happy we did that.
Patrick Schroeder, what do you say?
Tom wins. Nobody else needs a vote. Tom wins.
Tom wins, okay. 1 vote for Tom, Dalton Pruitt.
That hurt so much. Because here's the thing, Tom, what you thought was just the premise of your joke was such a good joke. It was like, shut up, cut the mic on Tom Dolan. Dude, it was so good. And then you were like, oh, that's actually not the whole joke. I said, no, don't do this to yourself, Tom. This is why I love you, though, because you can be funny, but you have such zero self-awareness that you're like, oh, maybe this is what's actually funny. It's like, no, Tom. You can be funny, but you need to look in the mirror, dude. You need to, really look at yourself and understand what it is that's funny about you. But also, maybe even then, that would ruin it, because what we all love about you is the lack of self-awareness. Such a conundrum, dude. We really don't know what to do with you, because I love you, but it's just it's tragic. But that was the son of Baconator. It got me, because I thought you were gonna say Fat Wendy.
Yeah.
That's where I was gonna go. Son of Baconator was a better joke than what I had. So Tom, you wrote a better joke than me. Don't let it get to your head. Andy, I don't remember any of your jokes. I like Tom better than you. So my vote goes to Tom.
Another vote for Tom Myers, Chloe Labranche.
Andy, if you spent as much time thinking about Tom as you did about your wife on her birthday,
You missed your wife's birthday to lose to this guy.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that.
That is fucked up, dude. And your premise was great. I was gonna say to you, funny guys fuck. And then when you finished it, I gotta say, but not you, Tom. Oh. I'll give it to you, Tom.
Another vote for Tom Myers, Jacob Williams.
This was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I do want to see another joke, but no, I'll give it to Tom. That was great.
You want to see another joke, Jacob?
Yes, but I'll just ask them afterwards. All right.
Ask them after, yeah.
Tom's got it wrapped up, but Lauren Leroux, final thoughts on this fight?
I am so high and so hungry and so disappointed and so amused. In the name of doing the right thing, I'm gonna say Tom. So congratulations.
Fight Club, give it up for doing the right thing. And your winner, Tom Myers. And now we're gonna hear from the official. Now we're gonna hear from the official goofball of Comedy Fight Club. Give it up for Patrick Haggerty.
Wow, now give it up for Comedy Fight Club. Come on, yeah. Woo! Wow. You know, guys, it's fitting that we just celebrated the 4th of July. Because there were 4 Jews on this show, and all of them lied. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comedy America is Always Right Club. I'm your host, George W. Bush. Now, the only rule of Comedy America is Always Right Club was said perfectly in a 4th of July Facebook post by a hot mom from New Jersey. And I quote, "The nation and our Constitution were built on biblical principle, which cannot be erased. Happy 4th of July weekend, y'all. American flag, 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 American flag. Let's show them what independence is all about. I stand for the national anthem. I salute the flag. I am grateful for the veterans that gave their lives for our freedoms, and I won't cave into cancel culture or the devilish agenda of those trying to impose them. God bless America! Now let's take a look at some of these fights. Sam Buck is here, and the buck stops here because that guy is a faggot. He went against Alan Fitzgerald, more like Alan fits into the role of being a faggot. Rebecca Kaplan versus Claire Alexander. Hey, nice roast, you couple of retards. JT Anderson versus Misha Han. Black versus Asian. A real Tiger Woods fight right there. Brittany versus Charlie. Fucking douchebags. And the main event? Couple of terrorists, if you ask me. All right, guys, that's it for me. Give it up for Comedy Fight Club.
Woo! The goofball Patrick Haggerty. Thank you all for coming out. Give it up for all the fighters you saw tonight, all of our judges. This show will stream Thursday night, 10 p.m., youtube.com/Comedy Fight Club. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Comedy Fight Club. Shout out to C-Dub. Give a shout out to all of our highest Patreon subscribers during the live shows. You can do it too and help us next week. We're in the backyard in Bushwick. DM us for the address. Come out and watch the show. Main event, Dan Polzello versus Jill Wiener. We'll see you next week, Sunday night. Thank you very much. Have a good night.